Hey guys, Predzilla here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about some more Godzilla movie news. In this video, we have some pretty big news regarding Godzilla vs. Kong. So jumping into it, we have Ghidorah's role in Godzilla vs. Kong, which is no surprise that Ghidorah is in the movie. Kinda. Adam Wingard says that Ghidorah kind of haunts the movie. And also we learn that the movie takes place 4 to 5 years from King of the Monsters. So the Ghidorah head is a skull. And the ones who wrote this article were able to go on set for Godzilla vs. Kong back, I believe, sometime in 2019. And there was a giant prop of Ghidorah's skull, which is said to be around, I believe, 60 feet tall, or maybe 60 feet wide. I'm not sure which it is. And there's like neon wires connected to it and all that kind of stuff. And we have new behind the scenes images of inside the skull, which seems to be set up as some sort of control room for something. Ooh, I wonder what that would be. But that is pretty interesting. Next is we have new movie details for Godzilla vs. Kong. The first is that we have Millie Bobby Brown's character Madison Russell will be more connected with Godzilla than she was in King of the Monsters, so that is pretty cool. And also that they're going to be explaining how Kong has grown to be so big, which we already know from Kong Skull Island that he wasn't a full adult, so he is obviously growing from there. But also we now know that Kong grew as much as he did because of radiation, so I am glad that they're going to be explaining it in the movie, because that is a pretty confusing thing for the more general audience and some Godzilla fans who just don't understand it. But out of that comes the more confusing part of the article, because in the article that we have, they make it seem that they take Kong off Skull Island twice, and it's very confusing, because in the first part that we have of this scenario is that they say Godzilla is not being himself, so they take Kong off Skull Island because Kong's their only protector against Godzilla or something like that. But it goes wrong because Godzilla shows up and Kong's in chains and all that kind of stuff. And it's like a Jaws type scenario, which is pretty cool. And then it says that they decided to go on a second mission after that goes wrong to go to the Hollow Earth. But Alexander Skarsgård's character won't go unless Kong goes with them. So they convince Kong to go with them. And then they take Kong off Skull Island. And then it says, so I guess they make it seem like they take Kong off Skull Island twice, which is very confusing on why they would do that. How does that play out? The first time they drug Kong, they make him sleep, and he's in chains, and then Godzilla shows up and all that kind of scene happens, and then the second time they do it, they're on an aircraft carrier again, but this time he isn't in chains and he isn't sleeping. I really have no idea what's going to happen there. Or, they don't really explain it too well. I'm very confused at the situation. I mean, it is pretty cool that we might have 3 fights between Godzilla and Kong, but I don't know, it's just very confusing on how they're explaining it. But if that is the case, then I guess they take Kong off Skull Island again, but this time they're heading towards Antarctica. But then they, of course, run into Godzilla again. And we also learn that Godzilla is acting the way he is because, there's something wrong with the balance, which, I wonder what that is. And also, it seems that Kong being off Skull Island is also causing a disturbance in the balance, which Godzilla is obviously not happy about, which explains why Godzilla knows where Kong is and he, directly is attacking him. So I guess that means if Kong didn't go off Skull Island, or if Kong didn't cause a disturbance in the balance, then I guess Godzilla wouldn't care about Kong at all. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure how that would work. But maybe since Monarch is taking Kong, from what they're... Hey, my iPad crashed. That's always great. Anyways, what I was talking about was that in the article, they say, like, the first time they take Kong off Skull Island is for Kong to fight Godzilla. So I guess Godzilla and Kong would end up fighting anyways. But out of that, we have more information on the Ghidorah's skull, and that from what we know, obviously, that the Ghidorah's skull is connected to wires, and these wires send out wave signals that Godzilla can detect. So obviously this is why Godzilla is going on a rampage and destroying cities and the Apex facilities, and he's trying to find the Ghidorah skull because he wants Ghidorah to be completely wiped off the face of existence. So he's obviously not happy about it. And we also have new information about Ren Serizawa, and that he was close to his father, but he became more focused on Godzilla and wanting to protect the Earth, which Ren sort of followed in his father's footsteps by wanting to protect the Earth, but I guess he wants to do it in a way of killing Godzilla or something like that. So I guess that's how that's going to play out, as him being the antagonist, the human antagonist of the movie. But out of that, we have no other further information on all the details that we have. But it is going to be pretty interesting to know what actually happens in the movie, because this article doesn't necessarily explain things too well. But knowing Ghidorah's role in the movie is pretty exciting, so that does confirm a lot of theories that we've had about the Ghidorah head that we know is now a skull. So that's going to be exciting to see how that plays out. But in the meantime, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.